guys, Henry from Adventure Air here. We're here with Kyla on her very first official lesson. She's going to get her sport pilot license for Gyroplane. And are you excited about it?
Yes.
Awesome. As you guys have probably seen in prior videos, Kyla's been flying around with this butt and with her her dad, Jeremy, who is the cameraman today.
Hi.
So we're going to go up and we're going to talk about, she and I are going to talk about what we're going to go do on the first lesson. It's more of an introductory flight. I'm going to let her do a little bit of the flying. We're going to cover the very basics of flight and kind of what the machine does. And I'll let her get the feel of the stick a little bit and her speeds and how to climb and descend and all that fun stuff. And we're just going to go out and have a fun time on this first flight. Are you excited about it?
Yes.
All right. So let's go out and have some fun. We will see you. All right, guys, so we're going to do a pre-flight on this ship that we're going to take. We're going to take a 378 Whiskey X right here. This one is a factory-built machine. It's got twin Garmin G3Xs. It's a really nice ship. And so we're just going to kind of go through. I don't really concentrate on a super pre-flight on their very first flight, but just kind of touch on some things that we look at before we go. And then we're going to hop in and do it. So let's do the pre-flight. Woo! All right, and Kyle, I showed you how these doors work, didn't I, or did I?
No.
All right, so everybody wants to grab here to open or close the door, but you see when you do it, it cracks the glass. So to open it, you reach through and you grab the handle and pull it about halfway back, and then it just opens up.
Okay.
When you're sitting inside to close the door, again, it's real tempting to grab this and go wham, you know, but then it cracks it. So there's a little handle back here on the arm, and that's what you use, that one right there. Okay. That's what you use to close it. Okay. Inside, let me pull that down over that. We're going to get you in here, then we'll adjust the pedals so they fit you, and the seat so it fits you as well, because the pedals are adjustable and the seat is adjustable too. And then basically you make sure everything is turned off, because we're going to go back and play with the propeller. So all my switches are down and off, the mags are off, the key is off, and so that is all looking pretty good. We can of course look at the seat belts, make sure they're not like torn up and all that, but they look good. We have two headsets in here, and so I think we're in good shape. Cool. On back, time to check the oil. So the oil goes in this little door right here. So I'll let you do this. You're going to turn these little keys and then take that little door off. There you go. Now I just put it on the seat. That way we don't forget it. Now inside here is a little oil box right there. And so there's a cap on it. We're going to turn the cap. And inside is the oil stick. Now, when we look at this, it's supposed to be, the oil's supposed to be up on that flat part, right? So it looks like it needs oil, right? Maybe not. We have to do what's called burping the engine. It's kind of like burping a baby. So we're going to turn the propeller that direction. A lot of the oil's in the engine right now, so all we're doing is we're filling up the oil can so we can see. Does that sound good? Sound good? Yeah. I'm just messing with you. Now, how do we know when it's full? Because it's going to make a little bloop sound when we're ready. Okay? So you tell me when you hear the bloop. I'm not trying to trick you or anything, by the way.
I feel like I already heard it.
Did you hear it? It'll be pretty loud.
Okay.
And it does take a few turns.
That's not it, right?
Nope.
Okay.
You hear it sound like a horn. Did you hear that?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to recheck that level. All right.
Oh, yeah.
See how it's on the flat? See, but if we didn't do that, we'd go, oh, it needs oil. We'd dump a bunch of oil in there, then we'd have too much. You know, so. All right, you can grab the little thing back. It's a puzzle. Let's see if you can get it on there. Oh, yes. Perfect. And those push in and do like a little turn, so like that.
Sorry, my wrist is all cheeky. Here, can you try it?
All right, so basically I'm pushing in, I just give it a turn. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so as I was turning this prop, I was checking the edge to make sure I don't see any big gouges in it or anything, but it looked good. This little guy is a rock guard, and so that is on. We're gonna go back and check the tail. Tail looks good. Trim tab, connections for the steering linkage. Walking on around. Jeremy's got GoPro cameras. Here's our gas. We're gonna see how much gas we have. So right here you can see it says on here, use car gas 91 or better, or you can use aviation fuel. So to get this thing off, we just open that up and turn it. And again, I want to put this somewhere where I'm not going to lose it, so I usually put it right there. Let me get a gas stick. So the gas stick has numbers on it. These are all in liters because this is German. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 100 liters is about 26 gallons. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down in there. You can kind of pull it out. And it's right about here, 40 liters. So it's almost half a tank. So we're pretty good. Beating the children. Beat the children. Okay. That's good enough on the gas. One more thing we're going to check is the coolant level. Inside this hole, there's a bottle in there, and it's coolant overflow. Coolant cools the engine off. So I'm going to take the cap off of that. And on the same stick as the gas stick, down here it says maximum coolant level. It's only like that much, so it's not much. We're going to drop that down in there. And again, it's an overflow bottle, so if there's any on there at all, it's good, but it looks like it's pretty full.
Okay.
Cool. Is all this making sense? Yeah. Okay. You remember everything?
Not to just get it and go.
You don't have to remember right now. I'm just kind of giving you a brief introduction to all this stuff. All right. And on this side, again, the main pilot sits on the right seat, so that's where you're going to sit. I'm going to be in the passenger seat.
Okay.
Passenger seat is the left side here. And all that looks pretty happy. So the last thing we check is the rotor, which is the up top here. I want to make sure that these little pneumatic connections, these things aren't hanging off, or anything. You're basically looking for stuff that looks wrong, so it all looks pretty good to me. These 6 bolts hold the blade on. They have that little blue mark. It's called torque stripe, and you can tell if the bolts have moved, but they look all pretty good. I'm also going to check the edge of the blade to see how many bugs have hit. Now, see all these bugs here?
Yeah.
We're going to clean those suckers off. So we're going to roll it out in here in a minute and do that.
Okay.
But while it's under the shade here, we'll check the other side. We got all this stuff, it's looking right. Got my 6 bolts on each side are good. The most important bolt in the whole thing is this guy up here. You know what we call that one?
No.
That's the Jesus bolt. Because if it comes off, it's bad. We've never broken a Jesus bolt. Then make sure that there's a little nut on it, and then make sure that little pin is in there too. So, and that's fine. And there's bugs on that side, we're gonna clean those off. And that's it in a nutshell. Anything else you want to check? Are we good?
No.
Okay.
Good.
For you. We are going to come into here and we're going to put it back into brake mode. So that same switch, just kind of flip it to brake mode. There you go. And then I'm going to actually pump up the rotor by pulling down on that little hat, and it's going to bring the blade kind of flat. Like that. Awesome. All right, in a nutshell, that's the whole pre-flight.
Perfect.
Shall we go fly?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, our pedals are adjusted. Seatbelts are on. We're going to leave the doors open because it's kind of hot right now. There's a fuel switch on the firewall. Spectrum light no low. The red switch, if it's down, that means the fuel is on. So that's good. Yeah. All right. Check all fuses. These are fuses. If one's popped out like that, then we need to make sure they're all in. So push that one back in. Okay. Master key. So turn the key to the on position, not to start. And then that's going to start everything going, turn on all the computers and stuff. Now that noise you hear, that's a fuel pump. So that's good that it's working. We have a second pump we're going to check. Pump 2. Turn it on and listen. Hear it? Cool. So it works. just want to make sure. This is our electrical systems for the engine. So we're going to turn both the electrical systems up. Yep. Now it's running power for the engine. All right. Then we're going to make sure no small children like Jeremy are playing with the propeller. Are you playing with the propeller? Okay. There's a little bit of gas, and then we're going to turn it to start. We're going to make sure and say, you're going to yell out the show.
Clear prop.
Perfect. Here we go. Right. Engine started. That's a good sign.
Okay, you've got noise canceling. I'm going to turn that on for you. Should make it a little quieter,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
good. All right.
Very quiet.
All right. And I got a little timer here. I'm going to start our timers to see what we're doing. Perfect. Okay, so once the engine started, we want to check that the oil pressure is good. And it's the oil pressure, PSI is 54, it's in black. See, if things are yellow, that means something's going on. If they're red, obviously that's not good. So the oil temperature is heating up, that's why it's yellow. But once it gets warm, it'll turn black.
Okay.
And we'll be good. All righty, you ready to go?
Yes.
Let's do this. Chino Tower Gyro, 378 Whiskey X-ray, hold a short 26 right for straight out departure to the North Chino Hills.
Charter 376 Whiskey X-ray, Chino Tower, standby.
Standby. All right, he's having a standby for some reason.
Charter Whiskey X-ray, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff, straight out approved to the hills.
Clear for takeoff 26 right, straight out approved, 8 Whiskey X-ray. Then you got to get your official pilot voice like that too.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very important to have a pilot
Okay.
voice. Yeah. All right, so we're pulling out. We're remember in the brake mode we're in.
Yes.
So I'm going to go to flight,
Okay.
which makes that blade kind of swing around. But remember, we don't want to pull this back until it's going 200.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out on the runway. There's a little button on my thumb here. I'm going to push that down. It's going to start the blade a turning. You put your hand on it. Our rotor speed's 140, 150. We want to go past that 200, remember? There's 200. Now we can pull the stick back. All right, we're just kind of cruising. So when that rotor speed says 300, the nose will kind of float up off the ground.
Okay.
That just tells us it's working right. 240, 250, 60, 70, maybe go early, 80, 90. Whoop, there it is. See how we're like popping a wheelie?
Yeah.
Then we just add some power, and up we go. Ooh, it's a little gusty today, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's okay. This is my extra air conditioner like this. Yeah. All right, we're climbing up. So this is how high we are, 1,500 feet.
Okay.
Number 86 Quebec.
And we're doing
runway 26
77
right,
miles
clear
an
to
hour.
land,
Okay.
base approve your discretion, number 1.
86 Quebec, clear to land.
So if I pull the power back a little bit, we'll stop climbing so much. And remember the stick, this is fast and slow.
Okay.
So we're doing 82. And if we want to speed up, what do we do?
Oh, forward?
Yeah, a little bit forward. Watch the speed there. Got starts picking up there. Then if we want to stop speeding up, we pull it back a little bit. It's so easy, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. And then all the motions with the stick are really small, little
Yeah.
small motions. So I'm gonna let you do it.
Sure. What am I doing?
Flying.
Okay.
So if we want to slow down, pull back a little bit. There you go. There you go, you got it. And then if it starts tilting like this, that's this way. You know, you just gotta straighten it back up. Good. All right, I'm gonna take a nap for a while over here.
Okay.
Now we're at 2,000 feet. We don't want to go up anymore, so I'm gonna take some power down. Remember, because that makes us go up and down. But now we should just stay right there. Good job. You're flying that way.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so windy.
It's what?
It's windy.
I know, it is a little windy up here, huh?
Yeah.
Now, if we were in a small airplane,
Yeah.
we'd be getting our butts kicked.
Really?
Yeah. These things only have about 20% of the turbulence of a plane.
Okay.
So, yeah, a small plane would not be a fun time right now. So, let's do a little turn to the right. So, just kind of tilt it to the right. See how that works?
Yeah.
And let's tilt back to the left now. Good job. Okay, so that's left and right, fast and slow. What does the power do again?
I have no idea. Up, down, up and down.
Up and down. So we're at 1,900 feet. If we want to go up to 2,000, put your hand on here. We'll add a little power, push forward.
Push.
Now we'll start going up. See this, how it's climbing down?
Yeah.
How easy that is.
Yes.
Sierra Whiskey X-ray frequency change approved. Good day.
Quick change approved. We'll see you in a bit. 8 Whiskey X-ray. Now when we get to 2,000, and we don't want to go any higher, what do we do?
Pull it back.
That's right.
They'll start pulling it back.
There's 2,000. Pull it back. There you go. Look at that. Just stop.
Okay, should I pull it back more?
Sure. If you pull it back too much, what happens? We'll go down. That's right. There you go. Who said this stuff's hard?
2001 to get with you for the right traffic.
039er, Chino Tower, thank you. You can make right traffic, runway 26 right, clear to land, number 1.
Okay, so there's another thing. This little guy here is called our trip control. It's basically like a cruise control on a car.
Okay.
You can kind of set it for whatever speed you want to fly.
Okay.
So we're doing 70. If we want to slow down, we pull that down with our thumb. So pull it down. Now watch, it'll bring the nose up a little bit.
Okay.
And that makes us slow down, see?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, that's too slow. You
Yeah.
push it up, and it'll bring the nose down, and it'll make our speed faster. So that way you can actually let it go, and it would just stay at whatever speed you set it for.
Okay.
So think of cruise control on a car.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
the same kind of deal there. All right, so we're doing 60, but we want to go a little faster. What do you do?
Push forward.
Push it up. Now watch, see how it brings the nose
Oh
down?
my gosh. That's
I wasn't too crazy. Yeah, if you just want to go a little faster, you go, "Hur," you know, just like a little bit.
I think my brain just registered that I have a little bit of control right now. And that's why I was like, wait, I just did that a little bit.
You don't have a little bit, you have all the control right now. You're doing good. All right, so as we're coming up this hill, see the hill is coming up?
Yes.
So we're getting closer to the ground if we stay at 1,700, so we got to go up. So I'm going to add power, push forward, and we're going to climb up over these hills. Perfect. So the 1,700 feet, if you look out, we're not 1,700 feet above the ground.
No.
We're 1,700 feet above sea level.
Uh-huh.
Because they set all these altitudes are set for what the distance above the sea, it's above sea level. I mean, the ground here may be at 1,300 feet, you know, so we're actually 400 feet above the ground or 500 feet. That's why we have to go over it. You realize you had some control.
I was like, when we went up, I was like, oh, I did that. That was
Yeah, you did that. I thought this was just a big simulation, huh?
Yeah.
We're just like not really doing anything.
This is it, like just a game.
Yeah, it's just a game. You know, it's funny. I take kids like 16-year-olds who play a lot of video games, and they're just like they're just like on it. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I always have to remind them it's like a video game, but we only have one life.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, whenever you get close to hills, it gets a little bumpier.
Okay.
But you are doing good. Now, what do the pedals do? You remember? We talked about it last time.
I think turn like.
It does. Basically, it lets us fly sideways.
Yeah.
So this points to where we want to go, left, right, or forward, right. But the pedal will actually kind of turn us sideways.
Yes.
And so you feel air coming in here, not much.
I do.
But if I do this, now there's a lot of air, right?
Yeah.
So we're flying sideways this way.
That's crazy.
Now, if I want to go the other way, I push the other pedal, and now I got air coming in
039
my
right
side.
turn through your discretion, ground point 6.
Now we're flying. You see the string up here that shows you what direction
Yes.
we're flying. All right. All right, we're going to dive bomb Snoop Dogg's house. It's the White House there on the hill. No, I don't think he's in there. All right, we're going to do a left turn. So tilt us left. It's all you. Back on the stick. No hands. You're doing it. Straighten it back up. There you go. You got it. Wasn't so hard, huh?
Oh.
Okay. Let's do another left turn. We'll just kind of fly down this little dirt road here.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
See, you thought you were just a pretty face and not gonna have to do anything, huh? No, but I'm gonna make you fly. Good job. That's all there is to it. There's a farmer. There's some cows. You are doing good.
This is good. This is fine.
Yeah. Just in a straight line, just heading this way, across the lake.
Well, we're
Kind of what? Kind of sideways?
Yeah, we're kind of sideways.
So how do you fix that? Push those pedals. Push the right pedal with your toe.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That straightens you out. The machine is always going to want to point its nose into the wind.
Yeah.
And we can fly like this. That's fine. Like flying like this is called crabbing.
Okay.
But if you want the nose to be straight, you just push on the pedal you want, and now it's like that.
Yeah.
You know. That's what the pedals are for. The pedals are most important when we're landing. So we're coming into land. If the wind is blowing, we don't want to land all sideways. You know. Then we go tip over. So we would straighten the pedals out to make sure we land straight.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to climb up. So why don't you add a little power for us?
Push.
Yep. Push forward. Nice. And we'll make a right turn. We'll fly down the freeway here. Guys on the road are like, look at that thing. It's trying to shoot us down or something. All right, so I'm going to call the tower and tell them we're on our way back.
Cessna 520 Kilo to your Chino Tower, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Chino Tower, Gyro 378 Whiskey X-ray over the North Chino Hills, and we are back inbound.
378 Whiskey X-ray, Chino, and a right downwind, runway 26 right.
Right downwind, 26 right, 8 Whiskey X-ray. So I just called the tower and said, hey, we're coming back, and he's like, cool. Okay, what's going through your mind? What are you thinking?
I like looking around.
Yeah, I like looking at the houses, see what's going on.
I like looking at the pools and seeing who's in their pool.
Thinking I could be laying out by the pool.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't have a pool at my house, and I look at people who have pools, and I'm like, why aren't you in your pool right now? Like, it's perfect for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like, if I
It has been pretty warm, so it is definitely pool weather.
We're looking down at the people in the pool saying, wish we could be there. They're looking up here going, wish I was flying.
Yeah, probably, yeah. I'm like, oh man, I wish I could be in a plane, or a pool as I'm just like, you know, casually flying a plane. Like, I wish I was swimming right now.
Now we're flying over the mall, saying, oh, I wish I could be at the mall. The thing I love about these things is not having to be sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing. Oh, look down in that field, there's a Waldo, like it's upside down.
Oh my goodness.
Like
wait.
where's Waldo?
Yay.
This is Air Kilo to your left, turn approved, contact tower 120.12.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that funny? Okay, we're coming back to the airport.
X-ray Whiskey X-ray traffic 1 o'clock, 1 mile southeast departure, climbing out of 2,200 indicated Cessna. Verify you wanted a full stop or pattern.
We got the Cessna and we'd like to do a full stop, 8 Whiskey X-ray.
8 Whiskey X-ray, wind 220 at 9er, altimeter 2998, runway 26 right, clear to land, number 1.
Clear to land number 1 on 26 right, that's 8 Whiskey X-ray. So we heard the magic words, clear to land.
Bravo. We just departed Brackett and we're inbound to you with Papa.
Papa.
Class Air 241 Delta Bravo Chino Tower, ident, join right down.
You didn't even know all this time you've been flying, right?
Really?
Okay, sir, we're identifying right down 126 right.
See, it's like the car, you kind of get used to it. You're just like, no, you know. Here's your third flight and you're like, da-da-da, whatever. But that's why I say, when someone has to say, my plane, because then nobody knows, are you flying? No,
Yeah.
you're flying, I'm flying. You're, you know. Even though it's a little bumpy out here, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah. All right, see, so we're at 1,500 feet. We're a little bit high. So go ahead, pull the power back a little bit. Now we'll start kind of coming down. There it goes. All right, he said we're number 1 to land, right?
Yes.
So you're going to stay with me on the landing here. And this is called downwind.
Okay.
When we make a turn, it's called base. So we're going to make a turn to the right. We're on base. We're turning onto base. And we're still pretty high, right?
Yes.
So if we want to come down, what do we do?
Pull back.
Let's pull back. There we go.
And we can do that while we're turning.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we're coming down, because obviously we want to come down to land.
Oh, that's...
And that's the other runway. We're not on that one. We're on this one over here. 26 right. All right, one more turn. This is base onto final. Final approach for the runway. Now, when we line up with the runway here, you can see how the nose is still kind of pointed to the left. So what do we do?
Push our pedal.
Push the right pedal. Look at that. Now we're straight. We're going to fly all the way down to 1 foot, and then we're going to really slowly pull the stick back. All right, start pulling the stick back a little bit. Right there, we fly down at 1 foot, and then when we want to land, we just continue pulling the stick back. Good job. That's all you.
Oh, cool.
Nice job. Put the stick back forward. Put that back into brake mode. Good.
Number 8, Whiskey X-ray, right turn 21 or Delta, ground point 6, good day.
Right on 2-1. Thank you. Good day. 8 Whiskey X-ray.
Class Air 1 Delta Bravo, base approved, runway 26 right, clear to land. Wind 25012, altimeter 2907.
26 right, clear to land, 241 Delta Bravo.
We're going to turn to runway 21 here. He said we could. I'm going to go to the ground guy and tell him we want to go back to the hangar. And Chino ground, gyro 378 Whiskey X-ray on 21 to Eagle's Nest 2.
Gyro 378 Whiskey X-ray, Chino ground, taxi via Alpha Delta Mike.
Alpha Delta Mike for 8 Whiskey X-ray. All right, you're going to pull it, open your door there, pull that halfway back. Perfect. Off we go. Now my door is going to slam on me. Kyla, you did great.
Thank you.
And just like a car, just like anything, the more you do this, do it, you get better at it all the time. Until you don't even think about it. Then you tell your friends, oh yes, I'm just gonna go fly my plane today. They're like, what?
Well, I was telling them, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go fly. And they're like, oh, where are you flying to? I was like, oh, like, I don't know, just wherever we go. And
Whatever,
like,
what?
And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna go fly a plane tomorrow, you know. What are you doing?
If you really want to freak them out, say, I'm gonna go fly a gyroplane. They'll be like, what? So, you know, it's half helicopter, half airplane, gyroplane. And they'll be like, All right, so I'm gonna let you do the shutdown here. Oh, you're gonna turn those switches off one at a time, all the way down. Yep. Then those two. Then the key. Good job.
Hey, Kyla.
Yes.
We just did our flight. How was it?
Awesome.
Now the stick.
Yes.
When we go forward and back, what does that do?
Fast and slow.
That's right. And then the power does what?
Up and down.
Woo! So easy, right?
So easy. Yeah.
All right. And all the other stuff we did, talking to the tower and all the other things, the more you do this stuff, like I said in the plane, the better you get at it. Like driving a car. When you first drive, you're all freaked out. The more you drive, and now you drive your car, and you can just do anything.
Yeah.
So congratulations, good job.
Thank you.
We're gonna go up on lesson 2 next time. Until next time, folks, we will see ya. All right, Kyla, so it was your first official lesson. How did you feel about it?
Awesome.
Yeah, did you kind of understand what we were doing on the stick? Left,
Yes.
right, fast and slow.
Yes.
What does the power do?
Wait, power makes it go faster or slower?
Yeah.
No, up and down?
Up and down, that's right. The power is up and down. What does the stick do?
That is the one that moves it, like, the nose.
Yeah,
Right,
but
up and
is that what does that control?
down. I can't think of what it is.
It's fast and slow.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll do that again. So Kyla, your first flight.
Quiz me, okay.
All right, so we jumped in the plane and we got the stick. And what does forward and back do?
Up and down. No.
Faster, slower. Faster, slower. Okay, we'll
I
start.
figured it out in there, okay, I think.
Hey Kyla,
Yes.
we just did our flight. How was it?
Awesome.
All right, the stick, forward and back. What does that do?
Up and down.
Oh my god.
Fast and slow.
Fast and slow. The stick is fast and slow. Okay.
Your first answer will be faster and slower. Okay.
It's up and down.
He's gonna ask this question again. You'll say go faster and slower.
Hey Kyla,
Yes.
we just did our flight. How was it?
Awesome.
Now the stick,
Yes.
when we go forward and back, what does that do?
Fast and slow.
That's right. And then the power does what?
Up and down.
Woo!